First, what I want to say before we start talking about all the situation that is happening with Batgirl, we're not here to talk shit about the directors or the crew because that's actually still a horrible thing for any director and team to go through, you know, making a movie and all the hard work that they have done and it got canceled. We, we're not that type of person, we're not that type of people to be happy about something like that. That's still horrible in my opinion. Um, you know, Besides that, we still have Brenda Fraser in that movie, which I was looking forward to that. I grew up with that actor. He's one of my favorite actors out there.
Yep.
I was still very curious about Leslie, what she was gonna do with the role as Batgirl. The director, they actually has done pretty good. I mean, I think I only seen Bad Boys from them. I really don't know. I just heard they made another movie named Black. I think that was the first movie they made, but I haven't seen it. I just seen the trailer today, but it looks pretty good. So again, we're not here to talk crap. We're not trying to celebrate about what happened. We're just here to kind of, you know, talk about what could happen, what might be happening behind the scenes and why this happened, And again, this is just us coming up with theories. It's nothing confirmed, It's not us confirming anything because we don't work for the studio and we don't know anybody in the studio. So it's just us chatting about, what might be happening.
But think this is happening, dude. Isn't it because, Discovery, that Batgirl didn't fill its taxes or something? Because I think that's, screwed that movie over. And also, see, people are going to say, give death threats to David Zaslav. And people say, oh, boycotting, WB is not going to do well. But now, look at this right now. You're giving death threats to David Zaslav. You're giving, death threats to Discovery.
Yeah. And that was the topic I wanted to go and talk about now that you bring that up. People just keep trying to call us toxic, the whole Snyder call, we're all toxic. Yeah, those are the same people that are coming out saying that they wish, David dies, if he keeps canceling stuff, this and that. You can't, I'm sorry, but I know that our fandom is huge, but at the same time, I understand this is side that's toxic, but I never really seen with my own eyes, I never read that side, for them to go that far when it comes to being toxic online. I don't know about you guys, but that's just my opinion on that. What do you think, Mike?
It just looks like they were just toxic to Zack Snyder's film, but it just seems like they're just going hard on the paint now. It's just beyond more. I don't even think we were being toxic. Like, we're fighting for something that we want to see.
And we have done a lot of great stuff when it comes to, the suicide prevention and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
All the money that we have donated and all that stuff, it's not, we're trying to keep a studio millions of dollars for stuff that we want because we are still DC fans. We're not just Zack Snyder fans. We just want his story to be finished, and we still want a universe that's connected, and it's something that we haven't got at all. What pisses me off more now is the two faces that are coming out. You want to go and make articles about how you want to make it seem like it's a race thing. You're trying to make it like it's racist because Leslie, she's supposed to be Spanish or mixed. And now they're making it seem like, oh, that's messed up because that was gonna be her first hit, and she's supposed to be this type of race. Okay, where were you guys with that article when Justice League happened in 2017? All those actors that got cut out from the Joss Whedon version, we still didn't get to see any articles like that. So,
I mean,
what do you guys think?
I mean, we used to had one at 2020 at fall season, dude. But until you had. Oh, Toby Emmerich had to, fix up the entire article about Washington Post because he knows a guy who works at Washington Post. We used to have that, but until as I said, dude. And also, guys, okay, it's amazing how the hypocrisy are saying, oh, that David Zaslav is racist. Dude, I mean, are you telling me that he's racist because he's not gonna, I'm pretty sure that he would want the Zack Snyder's Justice League, to continue, because we would get the Green Lantern and the Cyborg films, and besides, but think
Yeah,
about
I mean, it's like I said, this video is gonna be about us making a theory what we think what might be happening. Now you got people saying, "Oh, Warner Brothers never gonna restore the Snyderverse, and this is just the beginning." That's not the way I take it. We literally just got Ben Affleck back to come back for Fragwoman 2. If that was the case, why would they even bother getting Ben Affleck back as Batman? And then we had the Shazam trailer. They still show footage of Ben Affleck as Batman. To me, I see it as they trying to fix the mess that Hamada and all of them had for the DCU. They were the one that were trying to erase the Snyderverse, and I feel like they're trying to fix that mess. That's the way that makes sense to me.
And they're probably just trying to get a tax credit, for the movie, because that wasn't even the only movie that got canceled.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Also got cut, so it's not like it's targeted just to WB. To DC.
I mean, the only theory when it comes to Batgirl is because we know that movie was part of deleting the Snyderverse. They're literally replacing Ben Affleck Batman with Michael Keaton in that movie. Mm-hmm. And what happened? Yeah. Ben just came back to replace Michael Keaton in Aquaman 2 to do whatever since they were gonna do, because apparently Michael Keaton's supposed to be also in that movie. Mm-hmm. And now I'm hearing that this stuff behind the scenes that the new Bergers have seen some of these movies and it's not even making any sense to them. They have test screening and they're saying that the people that got to see the test screening for Batgirl and all that stuff, they were confused because Michael Keaton's in it. So it's that's just my take on all this. It just doesn't make any sense that people actually think they're trying to reboot the whole DCU. That would not be the case if you got Ben Affleck back.
Yep. Right. And also, I think they say that we may get a reshoots of the Flash movie, like to make more sense about across the multiverse, not about how it's supposed to originally end, how they were gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, this rumors going around now that apparently the Flash got additional photography, and it just happened last month. We just don't know yet. That's just the rumor right now.
We haven't even gotten a trailer for that movie.
Nah.
What we got was just a teaser.
It was just a teaser that I don't even think it was.
Little bit of footage, you mean?
Yeah. So it's just like it looks like a mess. We don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing with that movie.
I still don't. I don't.
It might seem that Flash is going back in time and changing the movie himself.
Surprised. I'll actually be surprised. I know they spent a lot of money on that movie already. I'll still be surprised if they release that movie. As of right now, nobody knows. Nobody saw the whole Batgirl situation happen. That came out of nowhere. The same thing how Ben just came back for Aquaman. That was out of nowhere. Nobody fucking knew. Not even the people that's supposed to have insiders at Warner Brothers.
And people say
it could have been that they've been talking about this, because even with Comic-Con, they didn't talk about these movies at all.
Exactly.
So it could have been in the worst of being already canceled, but they didn't want to announce where they're supposed to be announcing more projects. They're like, nah, the projects you guys know about, they're cut.
That probably would have made them look even worse. Announcing stuff like that at Comic-Con. So what did they do? They didn't even talk shit about any of those movies. Mm-hmm. So that, we talked about that after Comic-Con happened. It wasn't making any sense to us. Now it kind of is making sense.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, dudes, about, there's a rumor about that Green Lantern series is canceled because I'm pretty sure maybe because they all had enough with
for it. I don't even think that was ever a thing, to be honest.
Yeah,
I honestly feel like it was never a thing. I just feel like it was just Jeff Johns, and Hamada. They just didn't want Zack Snyder to play with their characters. That's pretty much the only way I see it.
I mean, what's really pathetic, guys, is that people are upset that the CW station is getting canceled, and pretty much all the series of CW is getting canceled. I'm like, dudes, the CW station has not got any profit since 2006, and they've been, been this terrible at the writing and all the
So yeah,
acting.
that I was gonna tell Mike, the Gotham
Wait.
Knight got canceled. I think
no, I haven't heard of anything.
I think
of
the
that.
news just came out. I'm not
No.
sure. I gotta look it up. If you guys can find something.
Oh yeah, what about Scooby
I
Doo
think
film?
I think Gotham Knight. I think only had like one episode, and apparently somebody said, "Yeah, let's just get canceled."
The trailer looks terrible.
Oh,
That doesn't even look like a Gotham Knight show or whatever it's supposed to be.
not
I
to
don't know what
mention,
the hell that's supposed to be.
I mean, what the hell is this? All like, oh, we're so edgy. This is like
Are
so
you-
mid 2000s, if you ask me.
Yeah, or were they making another Rivendell, whatever you want to call it? Like, what was that?
Dude, that Riverdale making a Dollar Tree version of Scarlet Witch was just like, what the hell is this?
I don't know. I never seen Rivendell, and I'm good.
But
I
you've
mean,
seen the
I
pictures,
seen
dude?
I seen the picture.
Mm.
The
That was
Dollar
terrible.
Tree version.
I think I saw the wires in the back.
Oh my god, I just can't. I really do believe. I don't know. The way I take it, the people that are mad about all this were the same people that knew Batgirl was part of getting that Snyderverse deleted. Now that it's not happening, I think they're scared. They're freaking out. They're mad because they know something might actually be happening, and they're not ready to take another L the way they took a loss when the Snyder Cut came out. They're not ready for that. Because
And to be
if they
some
announce a
fight.
Snyder, if they announce a Snyderverse, it's a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap, and it's gonna be a freaking war on Twitter. I'll tell you that right now. But we have a lot of receipts that we're gonna turn around.
It's so
Those
funny,
receipts
guys.
are gonna come in, and everybody's gonna look stupid.
And then people say, oh, they're gonna erase Snyderverse and Warner Brothers Discovery's gonna restore it. I'm like this. Has Zack Snyder's Justice League managed to be a global phenomenon? Because I'm pretty sure they'd be in the safe zone because Discovery put it in there because before the merger is happening, they were presenting the Zack Snyder's Justice League as one of their own IPs, like it's the popular ones. Especially they have the series of the spin-off Six and the City and everything, like the big hits.
Yeah, and I believe David was the main one, talking about Superman and Batman, the main trinity should be the face of DC.
Yes.
That was like during the merger. He kept pushing Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. He knows they are the main ones.
Not to mention that
he talked about a connected universe.
They're the Trinity, man.
yes, they're the part of the DC face, and not to mention the only biggest team of the DC we ever have is the Justice League, not the Avengers they think they can have. No, Justice League is like a different version for a DC films they have.
And like we said before, these things don't happen overnight.
Nah, they happen over time soon.
It doesn't happen overnight,
We're just finding about it now.
People just think, oh, they talked about this yesterday, so the news is gonna come out tomorrow. No, this doesn't happen overnight. We're talking about millions of dollars here that they're gonna lose and all that stuff. What makes you think they can make a decision like that overnight?
And I don't think
the whole thing, Ben Affleck coming back for Aquaman 2, that's not an overnight thing. He was literally on the honeymoon. What makes you think Warner Brothers call me, I'm out. I'll be back, J-Lo.
That's probably why he did his honeymoon at that time, so he could get out of it and then come back to work.
It's crazy that people actually think stuff like this happen overnight.
And I don't think HBO Max is not going to survive, dudes. I mean, look at it. I mean, why do you think we got this?
It's a trash app that I would not miss. So.
And also, guys, why do you think the Snyder Cut is now on digital? Because, AT&T was preventing it to get out in digital, and we won't get any digital codes and copies. But now
they were blocking. They were trying to block the sales for that movie.
Yeah.
Since the beginning, you go back to when the movie came out on physical copy. One of the main reasons you didn't get to see it in stores because they didn't really. I heard there was a lot of hide. They were trying to hide the movie to being released. There's a lot of stores that I went to. It wasn't really because it was sold out. Some people were saying it was because they were not putting it out in stores. It's like all Warner Brothers was still trying to hide the movie. You know, it's just crazy about all
It
that.
still took me like 2 months to get my movie, and I ordered it like the moment that it was
It
available.
was very weird the way the physical copy came out, and for some reason it was nowhere to be seen. You know, you still go to store, and it's a little rare to even see it in stores.
Mhm.
So
It's like limited quantities.
exactly.
If you ask me, dude, two people are gonna be like, "Oh, Zack Snyder's Justice League is gonna be not gonna be canon no more." Truth is, we don't know at all. Besides, if you ask me, why do you think that Discovery put it on as this? It's great IP because they're gonna be like praising because it's a most talked about film, and also it always bounces to every charts of them all in each quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and
I
people are
mean,
gonna
what's literally trending every day? Zack
definitely
Snyder
Snyder.
and the Snyderverse.
That's
That's
all it trends.
It's insane. Oh, Black Adam was trending for like what, a day? Barely a day. This whole
And it wasn't
Batgirl,
even good.
this
It was
whole
like bad news about it.
this whole
Oh, yeah, and
Batgirl thing
Shazam.
is gonna disappear so fast. I give it probably a
Oh,
week. People are gonna
they
start
did.
talking
I
about
read
it.
an article that apparently Shazam they're going to change the date for it.
Shazam and Aquaman.
Yeah.
So apparently now they're saying that Aquaman might be after the Flash. That's the new That's the new rumor now. So that's what some people are saying. So if Aquaman is after the Flash now, that lets you know that Ben Affleck's still Batman in the DCU.
Yes.
Mhm.
Think about it. you know, uh, I don't know, man. The whole Flash thing, it's just hard to tell. It's just hard to tell what they're gonna do with that movie. If they're actually
it comes out.
if they're actually gonna go back, because I don't know. I don't even know how they. If they reshoot that movie, it's gonna probably have to be the whole movie.
Yeah, dude, because like everything in this movie is gonna feels like a forced in ass movie. I mean, I would have preferred a doppelganger Flash who's been on set. He's been like a different Barry, but I'd rather have the second Barry to be like some kind of demon, speed demon he became.
Yeah,
Not just not Zod or Fiora, because if you ask me, this is like saying, oh, we're rehashing what Spider-Man No Way Home did, because Spider-Man, Green Goblin is Tom Holland's enemy. Truth is Green Goblin is always a menace and always been a main villain to all Spider-Man, versus Fiora and Zod are Superman's villain, not Supergirl's.
I'm just gonna say, it's like, to be honest, I probably wouldn't even have that much of a problem having Keaton and the Flash, because that's supposed to be a multiverse type movie,
Mhm.
Which, okay, I don't think I won't mind that as much, because it's more of an in and out thing. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna be Batman from '89, but he's there more as a cameo from a different universe, which it will make sense story wise. The whole Batgirl didn't make any sense.
No, I didn't.
Because it's like you were trying to open this multiverse even before opening the multiverse in the Flash, because Batgirl is supposed to be released before the Flash. That already didn't make any sense at all.
Right.
Not to mention the costumes weren't that good. I mean, it looked
what the hell were they gonna do? Like who are you? I'm Batman. Okay, and then what? They were gonna be like, oh, I don't know why I'm here. They were gonna do like a No Way Home type thing, and then be like, and then try to explain that in the Flash. No, that sounds like a mess.
No, we just need Reverse Flash. Just can't everything. Just reshoot the whole movie. Give us Reverse Flash. And
all good.
This is and it's like I said, if they were gonna do a Flashpoint movie, this was not it. It's not the Flashpoint that we wanted.
I mean, we want Dean Morgan, man. I mean, we want Dean Morgan
we want Thomas Wayne. We wanted all that. We want Cyborg. Like, come on, man. Keep the whole thing with the Aquaman. Wonder Woman killing Mera. That's what we wanted.
Oh yeah, not to mention
we want to see who's the one that I think is Aquaman, the one that kills Shazam, kills all the kids and all that. Like, come on, man. If you gotta go there, go there.
And not to mention,
don't keep us whatever crap you're trying to keep us.
Not to mention that enough with this PG-13 stuff. It's already becoming a little, stale as hell. I mean, okay, Would you rather watch a Teen Titans Go movie, or would you rather watch a Batman Who Laughs movie?
Man who laughs. I mean,
Right.
to be honest, I was never really a fan of Teen Titans Goes. I like the
Yeah.
original Teen Titans, and just the animation for Teen Titans Go is just too kiddish for me.
Not to mention, I don't like how it just has that, it always feels like a parody.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean that I think that was just the point of that show is they kind of make fun of everything anyway. So, of course, we all gonna watch the Zack Snyder episode. We know we're gonna be there. I'm very curious. I'm very curious about that to see what movies he's gonna tease and all that stuff.
You know what makes me laugh funny, dude? Remember at that time that The Rock posted about the post credit and how much the Super Pets movies not doing so well?
Well, that's what Mike was telling me on Twitter. So did The Rock just leak the after credit scene to promote the movie because he knows the movie's not doing good?
And it's like after credit scene, like what is he doing? What's he trying to achieve?
Is that the tease he be having of Superman versus Black Adam?
It's The Rock. it was like The Rock's Black Adam. He doesn't speak. I think he said just Superman, and then they go into Abius, and he is played by The Rock as well. And they're having a whole conversation about who's the anti-hero or whatnot. It's just like they're promoting Shazam. They're promoting Black Adam in the Super Pet movie. It's just like, what are you trying to? Are you really trying to get these kids to go see Black Adam? Is that your whole plan?
What are you doing? And for an animated movie to not be doing good like that, what's going on?
I saw the movie; it was pretty good, but it just sucks that putting all their energy into this.
The movie might be fun. Don't get me wrong; I'll see it one day. Not in theaters, but I'll see it one day. What I'm saying is, the movie's not doing good at the box office.
No,
if you ask me, dude, this is because WB animation sucks a lot. Because ever since
the animation was horrible in the movie.
If you ask me, dude, you know how WB animated films aren't so good or became the forgotten, but ever since WB lost Lego franchise, they have crumbling bad, and also they canceled the Scooby Doo film, the sequel from the
Warner Brothers was Lego.
Yeah, they did. Lego went to the Universal Studios now.
Really? I didn't even know about that. I thought they still have the rights to those.
Well, it happened 2019 since Lego 2 failed. And there's a reason
I guess I wasn't following all that. I thought they were doing good with the Lego movies. I wasn't a fan of the Lego Batman, to be honest. I really wasn't.
But man,
this one was really good.
But man, continue, guys. As The Rock, you should have seen how WB animation aren't that good no more, because let's be honest, WB has a lot of pile of forgotten animated films like Tom and Jerry, The Scoop 2020, and I'm surprised they canceled Scoop 2020. I'm like, you could have put this in HBO Max, because maybe all your animated films should have been HBO Max, because for starters, a lot of kids be watching for free.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why I like HBO Max. It saved me a lot of money from all the shit movies they released for the past 2 years now. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad I had HBO Max, because that was Godzilla vs. Kong. That was trash. Tom and Jerry was trash. Space Jam was trash. Mortal Kombat was trash. It was just trash after trash after trash. If I would have went to the movies and to spend, I would have been tight. No.
Dude, there was no exciting films at all at WB Films at the slate that time. I mean, I don't blame you, because it'd be like, why the hell did I pay $30 to see this movie when I could watch this for HBO Max for free? Yeah, I could have watched these movies for free, dude. You, Mike?
I would have walked out and got my money back, because I don't play with movies like that anymore.
Yo, for real.
I don't do that no more, man.
Space Jam, I would have went back to the box office. I need my money back. Mortal Kombat, oh man, I would have demanded everybody's money in the theater. I would have caused a rally. Everybody get out.
Don't get me wrong. I was hyped for these movies. I was hyped for Mortal Kombat. I was hyped for Godzilla vs. Kong. I was hyped for Space Jam. I was probably the only one that was talking about Space Jam too. I can't wait. No, it wasn't. It wasn't it at all. It wasn't. The magic from the first one was not there whatsoever. Not even the soundtrack. It was just trash.
Oh man, the
If
soundtrack was not good at all.
It was
If-
weak.
if you ask me, dude, I had a feeling all these movies had to have good trailer, but then later went down the hill. And hell,
Yep.
Pretty much.
I mean, the problem about the Space Jam 2, it didn't. I feel like that the reason why Chip and Dale was more memorable because you have all these Disney and non-Marvel characters because it was like saying that the meta point was saying that why the hell would I pretend I'm not real when everyone, the entire world, like they're using reference of Roger Rabbit, idea and using meta saying, it's always about the
Yeah, I
90s.
mean, in my opinion, he felt very cheap too because when he goes to the Toon World in Space Jam 2, he's a cartoon also.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It's like they went a route to just you can kind of tell. I mean, they even came out and said that movie was literally made like overnight because he's supposed to be. I don't know if you guys remember. He's supposed to be a whole different director, which he was supposed to be a better director than what we got.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they did. They got some guy out of nowhere, and they just did everything overnight.
If you
And
ask me,
LeBron didn't.
Huh?
He was not good at all in that movie.
no,
LeBron.
Horrible.
But what was he doing, man? It's like, I did not believe him at all.
That
At
was-
one point, I'm like, are they using stunt doubles for his
That
basketball?
was
'Cause-
horrible act.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
you
And
know
don't
what's
get me
weird?
wrong. We know Michael Jordan is not an actor, but he
Yeah,
actually
but-
tried in the first movie.
He did a better
Right.
job.
He
Mhm.
tried, He tried what he had.
I actually believe he was talking to bugs.
I mean, if you
he as a kid, I thought cartoons were real. Come on.
if you ask me, I didn't like how the shots of the Space Jam 2 was itself. It looked like very cringy worthy. And plus, all these other characters, IPs of WB look like Saturday Night Live feel. Not and plus, what the hell are all these characters that we can't see clearly? I mean, it feels like a little bad quality.
Oh, we got 10 minutes.
Right? They have the rights for everything, and they just gave us it was just so lackluster. It's like, what are they doing? Even in the stands and whatnot. It's just like what are I don't know. It's like you said, they did it overnight. It didn't feel right.
It's that's talking about all this. It goes back to what I believe David is doing. What the new merger is doing. They don't want more of this shit. That's what I believe he's doing.
Not to
You know
mention
what I'm saying? People don't understand. By him releasing Batgirl, they can actually lose way more money than just losing whatever budget they already spent for the movie. So why would they try to, probably waste way more money because they already can tell the movie is not good. There's articles, some people coming out saying this, the test screening, they had to screening for Batgirl and it wasn't good at all. The same way you've seen the behind the scenes, the movie feels just like that. It feels very low budget. There's really nothing big happening in the movie. You even had the directors coming out saying they were confused when Warner Brothers wanted them to put Michael Keaton in the movie. The movie sounded like a hot mess. And again, it's not on the directors, like I said before. They was just trying to do their job, and Warner Brothers got in the way. Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers.
At the end of the day, the directors and the actors did get paid anyways. So
Exactly.
It's not even
you
a
got
loss
people like,
to
oh, I
them.
feel bad for them. They already got
they're
the
sitting on
money.
their millions. Yeah.
I mean, the only people you could blame, dude, is mostly Hamada and Emmerich, because they're the ones who asked for this and did this. Besides,
Exactly. But they don't want to bring them up at all. Dave is the new face, so we gotta blame him. That's literally like when a new president becomes a new president. Even after years, they're still blaming the old president. What? That's the same way they're still blaming Zack Snyder when he haven't been around for 5 years.
I'm
What
just
are you
saying.
talking about?
I'm just saying, dude. The truth is about right now is that they're trying to get DC a good road, not this. Oh, we got to make random shit. Like, dude, where the hell is the? Like I said, is there gonna be a road to the dark side or the Injustice saga or the future? Because we have not seen a future of DC at all. not at all since.
And that's why we
2016.
have theories that something else is happening.
Hell, we got
Something else must be happening. We already knew where Ben Affleck was going with his Batman movie. Batgirl's supposed to be in his movie. Batgirl literally supposed to show up while he's about to get fucked up by Deathstroke to help him out.
I mean, she's the had experience with the Gotham City and also been experienced as Batgirl. I mean, I'm pretty sure that his Batgirl and Batman never talked to each other ever since the death of Robin.
You know, and Zack Snyder had a plan, like if, let's say, if Batfleck does die sooner or later, Batgirl was gonna be the one that was gonna continue. You know.
And not to mention,
so you know, to me, that just sounds like a better plan than what they were gonna do with Batgirl. Just didn't make any sense.
And I would rather have Henry Cavill's Superman be involved with Zack Snyder, because I do not trust at all between Hamada at all taking Henry Cavill's Superman at all.
We talked about that before. We really believe. I believe we have Henry haven't come back. Because
Solo,
he's seen what Warner Brothers have done with the character.
Yeah,
Zack is not around. Won't you be scared to come back? Come on.
Not to mention cameos is not what you need. You need to have a full ass movie, not a cameo.
Yeah.
Hell, you're not Stan Lee or some kind of comic book writer or artist. That's for directors, comic book writers, and artists, not and movie and TV legends.
And who knows? It's like we said, we're not here to talk crap about Batgirl and the team and all that stuff. If anything, I will actually like for, let's say Zack is in Warner Brothers again. You never know. He'll probably call them back and work with them to do something else. He can either probably still get Leslie to be Batgirl, for the Ben Affleck movie and stuff like that, and have the directors do another movie.
And then, have Firefly, be the intro villain that they take down real quick, because I wanted to see that.
I really was curious, and I mean, Firefly is another villain that I would like to see in a movie, especially the actor that was playing it.
That was more importantly because we haven't got him yet. Like, that's a villain that we haven't got in the Batman world.
Exactly. It was just
getting recycled.
Pieces of good things in that movie, but it was still inside a messy movie by Warner Brothers. You get what I'm saying? So it's just something that we still would like to see done better. If there was somebody running the show better, maybe they can redo something like that. But not with the whole team from Warner Brothers.
And what was wrong with Scoob? Like, I like the first one, the 2020 one, and the Scooby-Doo. Like,
I wasn't a fan of the first one, but I do hear a lot of people they like the movie. So
yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, all the directions that they were going, they were like broadening it up.
I'm also a little curious about that. That movie didn't do good box office.
It was because it was Scoob 2020 was on the pandemic. Remember, it was releasing on video on demand.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. True. I forgot. That's why I got to see it, right? Because it was on HBO Max, right away.
It wasn't on HBO Max. It was on video on demand because it was supposed to be in theaters. But the reason why Scoob was disliked because it was boring. It was trying to do these, how comic book movie, they're trying to make this as a comic book movie. But this is not the Scooby-Doo we grew up. We grew up with the supernatural, and it didn't feel like, Scooby-Doo. It felt like...
To me, it didn't really feel like a Scooby-Doo, They kind of did, but again, I understand it's a new era. They're probably trying something new for the new generation. It just wasn't for me, but I still do hear that a lot of people did like the movie. So, I mean, it was still a little surprising for them to cancel, and I did, according to them, the movie was finished. Batgirl wasn't finished because that's what the directors just said. They came out saying Batgirl was far from finished. I'm pretty sure it was probably done finished filming, but on pre-production and all that stuff was far from finished.
Yep. Not to mention CGI isn't done.
Yeah, so I mean that probably would have been more money just to finish the movie. So why not just pull the plugs now if it's a hot mess?
And collect that money, that insurance money.
Yeah. They gotta, I mean, and again, they can't, it's like, it's a 50-50. Yes, you feel bad because you know, they want to show the world what they did, but at the same time, you can't really feel bad. They already got paid. They got the money.
They'll get another project and they can
They'll
show
probably
shows what they
get
got.
another go. They'll probably get another go, and they'll probably get another go on DC. Who knows?
I'm just saying, guys, we got the Snyderverse will come soon, and we just had to wait till, you know, more official words. And besides, if WB Discovery wants the noise still, we give them the noises.
We're again, we're all waiting for Snyder to tell us, okay, it's not happening. But that's not the case.
Nope.
That's not the case at all. He literally keeps telling us this. There's more hope now than ever.
He's
So
been
why in the world would we stop?
Not mentioning
know.
he's been liking pics and been liking these pics and pictures posts he does.
Yeah, you know, we forgot to talk about, which we're running out of time now. Alan Horn coming back to Warner Brothers. You know,
the Alan Horn era is back again, guys.
We're talking about the great years that Warner Brothers had from 1999 to 2011, I believe.
Yes.
Great movies around that time.
It's looking like there's a lot of hope, in the future.
Exactly. That's the way we're seeing it. But yeah, thank you, you guys, for coming here. It was a very last minute thing, but we needed to talk about this. And usually when we make a video, something else will come out. So now we wait.
Yep.
All right, guys. Take care.
See you, dude.
Yeah.